Very good afternoon to all. My name is Khushbu. Welcome back to Communication with Casey. Today we are going to discuss a poem. We will going to explain the introspective thinking of that poet. Obviously, it is not possible. So what we can do is we can just introspect ourselves through that poem, and we can learn. We can get lessons from this poem. The poem name is "The Road Not Taken," and yes, it is the poem which I have always liked, and it is endless. The liking of this poem for me, it is endless. No matter how many times I read it, I always want to read it again and again so that I can get the infinite meanings out of it. And I think that's all about the literature, that when you read a literary work, you are introspecting all the time and you have that self reflection. In one time maybe you are having that self reflection, another time maybe you are thinking, no, it was not the thing that I was thinking earlier. So yes, this was all about. So without wasting our time, let's start. I have actually taken out this Beehive book of class 9, and I thought to read it out for you first, and then we will explain it one by one stanza. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both. And be one traveller, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though, as for that, the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. So, Robert Frost was a romantic American poet, and when we talk about romance, according to the English literature, it simply says that when we are connecting ourselves with the nature and imagination and such ideas, then we are actually romantic. So, Robert Frost starts his poem by saying that there are two roads that he is actually seeing, he is witnessing, and this is the time of his life in which he has to choose a road only. So it simply signifies that we can witness it on our life, in our practical life, that how sometimes we have to choose only one way. We can't choose both. So many times in our life, we have this. We are eyewitnessing, seeing that okay, we are going to choose something. Maybe we don't want to, but still we have to. So that's the theme of this poem. All right. So if I talk about the first stanza, it says that he is standing in the yellow wood, and there are two roads that are diverged, and he is now thinking. He is now actually talking to himself. The self-reflection part. He is on his own. He don't know what to do. He doesn't know what to do, but he will have to do it. And just like it happens with us as well. So he says, sorry, I could not travel both. Of course, he could not travel both. And be one traveler, long eyes to die, he was standing there from very long time. And because he is a traveler, he can't stay there, So even this you can't do. You never stay at one place in life. You all the time, you are actually flowing and floating just like a boat in the river. So, yes, and look down one as far as I could. So, he was actually witnessing both of the roads. Now, sometimes the one that is here, and sometimes that is the one that is here. And so he says he's looking the road until he finds that okay, there is a bend in the on that road where he can't see anymore, and the road is actually bending, and it is actually very grassy and he can't see anymore. In the second stanza, he says that okay, he finally decided that he is not going to take the one that he was actually beholding in the first stanza. So he took the another route, he took the another path, he chose it. And he is thinking, okay, because it is just a introspectively, he is just trying to make the sense out of his thinking. Okay, okay, maybe I am choosing the right path because there is no other way left for us, right? So he says that okay, maybe this is the better one, this is the better one that I'm choosing here. And because it was grassy and it is wanted where maybe no one has not that much walked over this path, and I should try this one, he's thinking like that. Though is for that the passing there had warned them really about the same. Now he's indulged in his thoughts. He has no other option. He again is thinking that okay, maybe this is the path on which maybe people have already passed it out. They have walked, they have passed by it, and I think this is the same one. It almost is the same path that I have left, that was in the first stanza. So he's comparing, he's trying to just make his choice feasible. Okay, maybe I'm right. That's all we can do. We can just satisfy ourselves by just thinking. In the third stanza, and both that morning equally, and it was a morning, and he has chosen a path, and he's saying that maybe both roads are equal. They are equal. In leaves, no step had trodden black. And now he's saying that maybe both paths are equal. Nobody has ever walked over them. Nobody has ever walked past those two roads. Oh, I kept the first for another day. And now he's actually giving this consolation. Okay, maybe I have kept that path that he has left for another day. Maybe I will choose it other time, even though it's not possible at all because he has chosen that second path already. Yet knowing how way leads on to way, even though he knows that how one way leads to another, that's what I said. Even though he does know that he is never going to get that path again, but he is just trying to console his soul that okay, maybe I will choose that path sometime. Maybe if I will fail on this path, right? So I may choose that, but this is not possible at all. And I doubted if I should ever come back. And that's what again now he's saying the same thing in different pattern of thoughts that okay, I doubt maybe I should never come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. I shall be telling this with a sigh somewhere ages and ages hence. And then he's again trying to convince himself, okay, maybe after years when I will get the outcome of this path, that I have chosen it wisely or in a foolish way, because he does not know what is going to happen next. So he's saying that maybe somewhere ages and ages, after a long time, he will, think about this moment, and he will say, two roads diverged in a wood. Two roads they were, and they were diverging in the woods, and he was standing there to beholding them until they are vanishing from his eyes. And he took the one, and I took the one less traveled by. And now he's saying that maybe I have taken the path that is less traveled by, that is not being traveled by many people. Maybe that's a unknown path. So because he does not know if there's anyone out there who has already traveled it, because then it is kind of easy for us if we follow the path that somebody has already followed. Just like if I am going to choose IIT and I don't know any person out there, and he has gone to do that coaching and he has actually accomplished that target to become an IITian. So for that, then for me it's an easy one. But now I don't know that who is out there who has ever cracked this exam. So for me it's an unknown path. No one, it is a less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. And this has made all the difference for poet and as well as for us in life. Whatever path we are choosing is making all the difference. I'm going to this way or I'm going to that way. So I think this was all about my introspection, and I really want to know yours. Anything special that you want to add here, just do let me know. And thank you so much for listening me. And yeah, so let me know in the comment box how did you like the video. Thank you so much. Let's meet in another video. Take care.